Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna go over 7 luxury handbags that I would absolutely not repurchase. Now, if you guys saw my luxury bags I've sold and why videos, I'll link both of them right up here. I pretty much would say every single bag on that list I probably would not be repurchasing, but there are specific ones that stood out, specific ones that I feel like I really want to talk about why I will not repurchase them. So that's what we're doing today. So if you guys want to know which 7 handbags I will not be repurchasing, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm going to say. If you're not already subscribed, explain yourself. I post on Wednesdays and on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I feel like you're going to be here when I do. If you like luxury, you like handbags, you like fashion, you like repurchasing bags that you've sold, or you like not doing that, I feel like this is definitely where you're gonna want to be. So you should subscribe if you're not already, and you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just the K Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day there's a reel, outfit of the day, some random shit on stories. It's a lot of fun over there. We do a lot, so you should definitely follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So the first bag that I want to talk about is actually from Chanel, and that is pretty shocking. You guys know I love Chanel, okay? Like, Chanel is like easily my favorite brand. There are a couple of bags that I've owned from Chanel that I don't have anymore, but there is one that I would just absolutely never repurchase, and that's gonna be the Gabrielle backpack. I did own the Gabrielle backpack in like the beige and black combo, and I have to say I did wear that bag pretty often, but I think that's why I will not repurchase it. I know what the cons are of this bag because I wore it so often, and now I know I'm just not gonna settle for them. I do think it is a gorgeous bag, but the issue for me is the fact that the base of the bag is so structured. Meanwhile, the top of the bag is so flimsy, so it really is just like completely off balance all the time. It's also off balance because the straps are kind of like also the drawstrings on the backpack. I don't know if this is making any type of sense to you, but if you can like imagine it, the drawstrings on the backpack are also the straps. So 9 times out of 10 when you're putting that bag on, if you're using it as a backpack, which I often did, it was lopsided. Like this would be really long, this side would be really long, this side would be really short, or like either way, the bag would sit on your body like some type of crooked angle, and I didn't like it. There are definitely good options with Chanel if you're looking for a nice little backpack. I just don't think this is one, and I know that a lot of people really love this bag, and I know a lot of people really, when this came out, this was like the it bag. I think that's really why I wanted it so bad, but the design, it's not my favorite thing, okay? The next bag I will not be getting again is from Louis Vuitton, and this is the mini boîte chapeau bag. Listen, I settled with this bag. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I settled. I really love the petite boîte chapeau, but I do not love the amount of vachetta that's on that bag. So for me, like, I was never gonna get it if it was not in a reverse monogram or in some type of style that didn't come with vachetta trimming or a vachetta luggage tag, vachetta all over the bag. So for me, this was the only option really, was the mini size. But this bag is so damn tiny, okay? And I like a tiny bag sometimes when it's done correctly. For me, round vanity cases like these little small bags, or even like these rectangular mini vanity cases, not it for me. And the petite boîte chapeau just basically was that. I wore it a couple of times, and pretty much after that was just like,
this was a waste of money.
Like I looked at it and could understand that that was a waste of time, that was a waste of money, and that was definitely not the bag that I wanted. And it had nothing to do with the monogram, it had nothing to do with the reverse monogram. It just had everything to do with the size. If that exact style came out in a petite boîte chapeau, the bigger size, I don't know if I would still own it because I'm really not into monogram right now, but I would definitely have owned it for longer than I did. I got this and sold it like months later. It was just such a waste, such a waste. The third bag that I will not be repurchasing is the padded cassette by Bottega. I used to own this in black, and I actually got a lot of compliments on this. This was one of the bags that I wore out and got the most compliments. Everybody would stop me and be like,
oh my God, is that the new Bottega? Is that the Bottega pack? Oh my God.
And that's nice, but that's not really the reason that I buy my bags. For me, the reason I will not buy this bag is this was a very trendy bag, and I feel like I see nobody wearing this bag. I didn't have the one with the chain, but the one with the chain was definitely the more popular version. But either way, I don't see this bag really floating around the internet like at all. But besides that, I hated, and when I say hated, I hated the opening on this bag. The flap was so annoying because you had to like go underneath. Every time I would go out with this bag, it took me 3 years just to close and open this bag because it's like extra work to like push it down and then open it up, or bring it down and then hook it in. It was just a real pain in the ass. I just feel like there are so many better bags on the market right now. There are so many things I'd rather spend my money on than the padded cassette, especially since it was such a trendy piece. Like, I learned pretty much after that, after my little Bottega era, it's pretty much what I learned. Like, I'm not a trendy bag type of person. Speaking of trends, the next bag I will absolutely never repurchase is the Jacquemus Le Chiquito. I actually had the Le Chiquito Moyen, and it was in like this beautiful bright pink color, kind of similar to my Coco handle over here. And I wore that bag a lot because of the color, but the actual bag stressed me out, man. It stressed me out, and it was such a trendy piece, just like the Bottega bag, but almost bigger. I feel like this bag was like the it bag. Like, if you didn't have a Le Chiquito or a Le Chiquito Mayen or Le Grand Chiquito or any variation of the Le Chiquito line, then like, what were you doing? What were you doing? Do you even know luxury? The top handle is attached to the top flap. So every time you open up the bag, the top handle, which is ginormous compared to the rest of the bag, by the way. I'm pretty sure the handle is literally bigger than the rest of the bag in all the sizes. So every time you open it up, you just have this top handle that's like smacking your body, especially if you have a crossbody. It's just like hitting you like this, and I did not like that. I did not like wearing that crossbody because the top handle was literally just poking into my breast just all the time. I did not like that bag at all. I'm glad it's out of my collection now though, and I'm much happier with my mini Coco handle over here. I would just absolutely never repurchase that bag. It does nothing for me. I look at it now and I can like understand why people go for it and understand that people like the colors and the price point. That doesn't mean that I need it though, you know? Number 5, I think we're on number 5, is gonna be a bag from Balenciaga. Now, I don't have to say the main reason why I would never purchase a bag is because it's from Balenciaga. I don't have to say it, okay? I am absolutely not supporting Balenciaga. There's just no way. So the bag is the Ville bag. I think it's Ville. I'm gonna say Ville. So the bag that I had was in red and it just says Balenciaga. Basically, it's like the Louis Vuitton Alma bag, but it says Balenciaga on it. You guys know exactly which one I'm talking about. This bag had such a chokehold on Instagram, and I fell for it, my man. I fell for it, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I fell for it. The issue that I have with it is that it looks like the Louis Vuitton Alma, right? And I did also have the Alma. Comparing the two, they look extremely similar. But if you're on the fence, if you're wondering which one you should, I mean, you should definitely not get anything from Balenciaga. But if you were just wondering like what the differences are between the two, here are some of them. The Ville that I had was in the extra, extra small size. It was pretty much the same size as the Alma, but somehow the shape was a little bit more narrow, if that makes sense, so it didn't hold as much. And the fact that it just says Balenciaga just like straight across the front there, like that was not it for me. That was not it. And I'm not trying to say I'm like a quiet luxury type of person. I'm definitely not. But I don't want my bag to be aggressively screaming at you, letting you know it's Balenciaga. Like, try to be a little more clever. Throw on a little monogram, you know, make it a little logo. Don't make it Balenciaga. That just was not. I think we can all collectively agree that was not it. Another bag from Louis Vuitton is gonna be the multi-pochette. And I know I'm pissing some people off here. I am, but I'm kind of okay with that. You guys already know, if this is not your first video here, I do not like this bag. I've spoken multiple times about how much I do not like this bag. I didn't like it before I bought it. I didn't like it when I had it, and I was just so happy to get it off my hands. I sold that bag so quickly because it's, in my opinion, one of the least attractive bags that Louis Vuitton has ever come out with. But again, I get influence, okay? It happens to the best of us, guys. I had mine with the khaki strap, and I don't like this bag at all. I don't like the aesthetic of having two pouches sitting on top of each other. I didn't like the strap that it came with. I didn't like the fact that every time you put something in either of the little pochettes, it would just bulge out and you could tell immediately what was in there. It doesn't matter what you put in there. It was just like, it would take on that exact shape and you could see that there's stuff, there are things in there. I love the Prada Re-Edition 2005. I can never remember the year. I think it's 2005. I love that bag. That's like my go-to every single day bag. So if you're on the fence or like you're looking at the two, because I know a lot of people were kind of looking at the two. They are very similar bags, except that the Prada one is 20,000 times nicer. So I think if you're looking for one, definitely go the Prada route, because like I said, I bought that right before I bought the multi-pochette and I still have it and wear it every single day. I love that bag. But the multi-pochette, no. And the last bag that I will not be repurchasing is the Gucci Marmont bag. She had her 15 minutes of fame, and now the hype has died down, but obviously there are still people who like the Gucci Marmont, so please, if you do, please continue to like it. But I feel like even when we were still in the Gucci Marmont's 15 minutes of fame, I was kind of just like,
I don't know.
I don't like the Marmont logo as much as a lot of other people did. I never ended up buying a belt. I never ended up buying anything else with the Marmont logo other than the one bag that I had. I just don't like the G's being next to each other like that. It kind of feels a little lazy to me. I'd rather have it the other way where they have the G, the one G that's like right side up and then the other G that's like upside down. You know what I'm talking about. I just never was the biggest fan of the Gucci Marmont line in general, but like I said, I get sucked in, okay? It's happened to me, and I feel like now I am at a point in my luxury buying journey situation, whatever you guys want to call it, that I know what I like and I know what's gonna work for me, and I know what to kind of block out, like to block out the noise. But I was at a point back then when I was just buying whatever was cool. Whatever was cool, I was like,
Swipe the card. Swipe the card.
but yeah, those are the 7 bags that I will not be repurchasing. Let me know in the comments how offended you guys are. I'm sure it's a lot. I'm sure I'm in a lot of trouble, but let me know in the comments, are there any bags that you will not be repurchasing? But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. I don't know what my fingers were doing there, but I post every single day over there. But that's all I have to say, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Let that be a lesson to you, okay? I did have salad in my teeth.